My name's Mildlyimpolite, and this is a Heart of the Swarm StarCraft 2 game. And here we are, in the red trunks. In the northwest corner is Satsang. And wearing the blue trunks and on the purple creep, it is JKC the Savior. I have to thank JKC for sending this in to me. He was the first person to do it. And then things just started going immensely wrong. Just horrible things happened. And so I just decided that I would live stream it and then upload the live stream to YouTube later. Because Fraps and StarCraft 2, not exactly friends. So, JKC, I'm super sorry that it took so long for me to get this one of your games cast. But I swear that I'll do better. Alright. So here comes the scout. Barracks is on the way. Terran player taking his gas. Zerg player going for the early expand. Building that before he builds his pool. A very popular and basically almost necessary play from the Zerg. You can go pool before you expand. You can expand before you pool. But to quote Husky StarCraft, you can't not pool a Zerg. Terran player building a Reaper. Now, Reaper's got both a buff and a nerf in Heart of the Swarm. They heal out of combat, sure, but they really don't do that much damage. It takes quite a few shots to kill a worker. Zerg player getting his gas. Tools on the way. And Queen. This expansion's almost finished. And the Reaper is on his way. And JKC doesn't have any units out yet, but a pair of Zerglings is on the way. Reaper flying in. Gonna come down here, see that he's expanded. Go up here. And he's gonna start picking away at some drones. Although, will he even kill a drone is the real question. Not if there's a queen on the way. Where is that Reaper? Oh, there you are. So, being as that I'm a fairly novice caster, I'm gonna miss things. So that drone is gonna die. So feel free to yell at me in chat or in the comments. Because, yeah. Now that the queens are out, this sort of aggression is going to be shut down fairly easily. And I wouldn't say that the Reaper in this case has been worth it. Satsang getting ready to expand. Orbital commands down. Reaper coming down here just to make sure that nothing funky's going on. And seeing that he's gonna hang out down there. Now, Zerglings taking a little poke in. Seeing that he doesn't have expand down. Widowmine going out to do some Widowmine-y type things. Zerglings just making sure that there's nothing there. The Widowmine is burrowing, but I don't think it's actually going to do any damage. It's just going to hit this queen. The queens do not die from one hit from a Widowmine. now the Spore Crawler and the Spine Crawler are down. So that's going to shut down any sort of drop or Widowmine type aggression comes in. Zergling just scouting down this way. And Satsang's taking a second. Now, JKC, content to sit back and drone up. 12 drones are on the way, and 3 extractors, and a Baneling nest. Banelings are good for shutting down any early marine marauder type aggression when used in conjunction with some Zerglings. Zerglings kill the marauders, and Banelings kill all the marines. Even 1 or 2 Banelings put in the right position can kill entire packs of marines. That Zergling, baiting the Widowmine blast into there, doing more damage to the marines. Spire is on the way for our Zerg player. But meanwhile, here comes the push. Marines, Widowmines, more Marines, moving out across the field. Scan coming down to make sure that there's nothing there that can scare them away. Although the Widowmine missiles hitting the eggs, probably not the best thing. No, you need to go after the drone Satsang. The drones. Building up that critical mass of Zerglings necessary. And all these Marines will die. Their bodies laying on that icky creep pile. Meanwhile, the Zerglings going in for a little bit of a counter push. One Zergling uses a sacrificial scout. Satsang moving out. This isn't a good idea. Zerglings moving in, killing Marines, killing the Marauders. Everything is dying. Now, Queen's taking out this. And now the Zerglings are in the mineral mine, doing all sorts of damage. The units lost. Units lost, heavily favoring our Zerg player at the moment. This push has just been devastating. And he's even going to take out the refinery. Marines going down. Thor coming in, helping to clean out the last of these Zerglings. But at what cost? Look at this. 39 units lost to 47. But the resources is where it tells its true story. Lots of minerals and gas lost by our Terran there. No gas lost by our Zerg. And now JKC can comfortably take a third base and establish that economic lead that's necessary. Meanwhile though, how did I miss that? A pack of Mutalisks moving across the field. Mutalisks moving across the field. Oh, the Mutalisks. Don't attack that. The workers. Satsang, your workers. Oh god. A lot of the workers do get to run away. But meanwhile, Satsang making a counter push. Dude, just by the length of the replay, I can tell that this is not base trade, but Satsang being supplied by this pack of Mutalisks. Meanwhile, the push over here. Oh, the Banelings. Oh, the Marines just literally melting all the humanity. will not be much humanity left over on the Zerg side. No, that was disgusting, I'm sorry. Meanwhile, the mutas do get cleaned up, but all sorts of damage being done to Satsang. Meanwhile, our Zerg sending in Zerglings to help bring untold amounts of noise into the mineral line. No, the SCV, not the SCVs. Get the SCVs out of there. SCVs used to help hold back the attack. Needs to get siege tanks out to help hold back these Zergling Baneling pushes. Doing all sorts of damage. And once again, the unit's lost tab tells a story. Losing those mutas helped to even it up a little bit in the favor of our Terran player. But our Zerg player still over 1,000 resources ahead in the unit's lost tab. Production, 8 Banelings. Weapons level 2 on the way for our Terran player. Flyer weapons level 1 on the way for our Zerg. And out moves a 4 Marine push. And I just don't see it doing any damage here. I would have him. I want him to pull back. He needs to pull back. Oh no. The 4 is getting surrounded and killed. Marines. Most of them making it out of there. Another command center on the way for Satsang to try to even up against the Zerg players' economic lead. Lead? Try again, huh? This pack of Marines chilling out here. Everything being built by Satsang. The siege tank is on the way. Marauders on the way. JKC now mining 3 bases. While Satsang mining on 2. Soon to be 1. Satsang needs gas for those expensive damage dealing units. But he doesn't have all 4 geysers. Alright. Zerg push moving out. Just massive amounts of Zergling Baneling on the way. These Marines are all going to die. This command center lands. This Marine Marauder squad also going to die. The command center decides wisely to GTFO. Now it flies back and decides to land. And this Reaper's still scouting down there. Alright, command center's landing. And orbital command is on the way. Viking on the way. Viking is here. Siege tanks are set up to help deal all the damage to incoming Zerg units. But a small pack of Mutalisks moving out. And JKC the Savior just has a massive economic supply lead. His 4th base is on the way. Hasn't saturated yet, but that's no problem. He has all the minerals and gas that he ever wanted. Meanwhile, Satsang trying to hold on. A lonely Marine gets taken out there. Or something. Hellbats are here. Hellbat's very good against this type of force. Until the Ultralisks happened. This planetary, I feel like it's gonna go down. dying. Oh god, all the SCVs. The Marines. Hellbats moving in. Using the Hellbats to soak up the damage, but it's not enough. The Ultralisks doing Ultralist things inside of the base. Killing all the Marine Marauder ball. And eventually it's cleaned out. But our Zerg player can easily get maxed out again on Zergling Bane and Ultralisks. Satsang's supply plummeting to 82. Satsang says that he hates the Swarm. And on days like this, I would feel the same way. The problem that I feel like Satsang had was that he fell behind early, and then he did nothing to try to even the score. All of his pushes were across the ground. If he had made it a drop or something like that, I feel like maybe he could have helped even it out. And does he cancel this? I couldn't tell. And this each thing goes down. Ultralisks, so much health. More siege things on the way. I feel like this may be it for our Terran. This command center's going down. Or is it the SCVs and mules desperately repairing it? Ultralisks deal so much damage. So much damage being dealt. And our Terran player needs to expand. No, that's the GG. There's really no coming back. And well played the game was. And that, ladies and gentlemen,